But I'm reading my book. I wrote this, and now I'm teaching you about it.
KREEK Speak Business Solutions.
Adam KREEK here, executive business coach, helping you make it happen. Today we're talking about shared leadership. I learned about shared leadership when I won the Olympics in 2008 in the men's 8. Leadership is interesting because it's about influencing others to achieve outcomes that you can imagine. So when you're sharing leadership, you're sharing the imagination of the outcome, and you're also sharing influence with one another. When you share leadership, you're more like a jazz band and less like an orchestra. An orchestra has a conductor who's up front and he's pretty good, or she's pretty good. There's the maestro, and they're directing the orchestra to behave in a certain way. But the maestro is the boss, and everyone's looking to them. Shared leadership is more like a jazz band. It's when you're playing the song and you've got to do the solos, and all of a sudden the saxophonist just feels moved and they stand up and they say, I'm taking this solo, and they go down, and then the bass player gets there, right? The bass player is always pretty cool. They're doing their bass solo. Leadership is passed around, and influence is passed around more like that. And shared leadership works specifically in small, fast-driving, high-performing teams. My goal for you is to embrace shared leadership and embrace this concept and make more of that happen in the small teams that you belong to and the small teams that you lead. So I'm going to teach you some skills right now, 8 of them. These are some skills that can help you be a better leader, be a better manager, share leadership more effectively. 1, delegate. To realize your full leadership potential, you must effectively delegate responsibility for completing assignments. You can't do everything yourself, you can't control everything. How can you delegate more effectively to the people on your team? Whether you prepare to take on a new task or assignment, make the point of asking yourself whether one of your team members is better suited to do it instead. Can someone do it 80%, 70% as good as you? If they can, you should delegate to them. Share the responsibility, share the leadership. 2, reflect responsibility. When you're the leader or the expert on your team, people will often come to you with questions. Well, this can sometimes make you feel valuable, give you that status boost. Hey, I know the answer. It feels good to be the smart person in the room. Your team's questions also steal prime from other projects and commitments that you're trying to achieve. So instead of giving answers to your team, being the holder of the sacred answer, reflect back. Make the habit of asking questions like this. What do you think? You tell me, what direction should we take this project in? You'll be surprised how smart and able your people are, and the people on your team are, when you create space for them to think and to answer these questions. 3, set goals. The essence of business is setting goals and then working to achieve them. Indeed, if there are no goals and goals aren't communicated effectively, then your team will never know if they're doing what you want them to do. And neither will you. Set some goals, set clear goals, right? Collaborative, limited, emotional, appreciable, refinable. Set clear goals with your team or some other form of goals and keep them accountable to it, and keep yourself accountable to the goals. Set team goals too. 4, communicate effectively. We live in an on-demand world where communications technology makes it easy to communicate, send off emails, send off texts, make things happen. But make sure that you're taking time to clarify how you're going to communicate and the best way to communicate. Take time to clarify, for example, how your team uses email. Are you short and to the point on your email? Is context and politeness expected? So there'd be more words in your email. Do you cover multiple subjects in an email, or do you send several emails with one email, one subject, one email, one action? What kind of subjects require a phone call? That's a good question to understand on your team. Use tools like Slack, Trello, Asana, Hallways. If so, are you using them to your fullest? Are you trained on how you communicate? So understanding how you communicate, how you use, another good example is daily team huddles, these kinds of things. How do you use that to communicate effectively and share leadership effectively? 5, we're going to talk about faith. Having faith in your team. More than hoping your team will do a good job, more than trusting your team will do a good job, it's that next level. I believe, and there's power in believing in your team members, because if you give belief to one, the belief is returned. And it creates mutual respect and makes sure that people show up with the right headset, mindset, heart set. So have faith in your team. 6, encourage learning. Every team, no matter how talented or meticulous, will make a mistake. What separates good teams from not so good teams is their ability to learn from their mistakes. The best leaders create an environment where teams are willing to take leadership roles and risk the possibility of failure. You want to create a psychologically safe team where it's okay to fail, it's okay to learn. 7, go for lasting solutions. In our quarterly focused on when we're under deadline, sometimes we want to get the quick fix, get the job done and finish it. And most leaders are proud of their ability to fix problems quickly and decisively. Those are often the leaders who move up in the organization. Can you make a decision quickly, decisively, and get reasonable to good results with that? But unfortunately, sometimes quick decisions are the wrong decisions, and we need to address the underlying root cause. So go for a lasting solution, and you'll build a stronger culture of shared leadership. And finally, get coached. No individual is perfect, and we can all learn and grow. Being a leader is serious business, but not to the extent that you should burn out while doing it. If you're feeling stuck or in a rut, reach out and find a professional coach who can help you realign. You and your people spend about 1/4 to 1/3 of your lives at work, and hiring a coach will make your time on the job more pleasant for you, your colleagues, and your employees. Moreover, you'll get better personal results, better group results, and you'll be a better contributing member to the team. You'll be able to share and demonstrate what it means to share leadership. So in sum, we're talking about sharing leadership. You want to be more like a jazz band, especially on a small team, and less like a conductor. It'll allow you to be more nimble, more agile, and make it happen.
Make it better!
Staring at the book and then looking at the camera. Is it? That's fine? Okay. I don't know if
it's your book. So
yeah, it's kind of weird, but my words on paper are becoming words on video. He was a pretty cool dude.